Hi, everybody. How are you today? It's Lori here from Ocean View Knits and Crochet, coming to you from lovely Prince Edward Island, where it is sunny but cold. Uh, we're still at freezing temperatures at night, and I think our high for today is 5 degrees Celsius, so it's still a little bit chilly. Um, Today is Friday, April 26th, 2024. It's still morning while I'm recording this, but I have no idea when it will be uploaded. We have very, very slow internet, and sometimes it takes a long, long time to upload these videos. I guess we've always had this slow internet, so I wouldn't know what it would be like to have fast internet. So I'm not sure how long it takes other people to upload their videos, but it takes me the good part of a day at least. So anyway, that's the way it is when you live in Prince Edward Island and you live in the country. So for today, I have a few finished objects, and I have some whips, and let's just get right into it. The first thing is the hashtag ShutterBugAU make along that I'm in. Comes out every 2 weeks. It's by Judy at Witch Beast Craft, and she has a picture from either her travels or subscribers can send her a picture, and she takes colors out of the picture, and you make whatever you want to make with one or however many colors you want to use for that particular picture. I've chosen to do 3 squares for each picture, so that's 6 squares a month, and it runs for 6 months. So that should give me 36 squares when I'm done, which I'm hoping will be enough for a decent sized throw. I plan on donating it to a nursing home, so it doesn't need to be really big. Anyway, for the April 15th picture, I chose a yellow and it's looking blue on the camera there, but it's actually a teal color, and a red. So that's for the last 2 weeks of April. So I'll just show you. This is my stack of squares so far. Pretty good stack. April, May, June. So we have another 12 squares. So that should be a decent size. And I have to. Sorry for the moving. I'm just not comfortable. Decent size throw. I just have to figure out how I'm going to join them, because that is not my favorite thing to do. Anyway, those are done for the month. I made 1 dishcloth since the last video. Same colors as the other ones. I have 3 of the same color. I'm not a big fan of making dishcloths. I don't mind making them, but this one actually I made in the car the last time we went for a drive. I also made a pair of mittens. These are, I made these for the tropical bird Mel that Judy at Judy's Creations in Crochet holds every month. These are my contribution for April. The bird was kind of mostly purple with a little bit of pink on its head. So this was the closest I could find. I'll show you up close. There's a tiny bit of pink in it too. Closest yarn I could find that I had in my stash to coordinate with that picture. So these were made, they're just plain mittens. They're made with Malabrigo Mecca. The color is, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Boreas. And the pattern is The World's Simplest Mittens by Tin Can Knits. So they were a nice, quick knit, and it's chunky. It's chunky yarn, so they should be nice and warm. So that is that finished object. I also finished my reading shawl by Ophelia Talks. I forgot it downstairs on my mannequin, so I'll have to put a picture up here for you. I used Karen Blossom cakes. The color was Yacht Club, and I used the entire 2 skeins of the blossom cakes. I think I had like a little ball like this size, 6 grams was what I had left over. So not a lot left over. Anyway, the main thing that's been taking up my time in the last week or so is making granny squares. I don't know why, I just took a hankering to making some granny squares. I had a bag with some granny squares that I'd made, probably 2 years ago, and they just got put in a bag and set in the corner, and nothing was ever done with them. I had about, I think 27, I think is what I had before. So I figured, why not make some more granny squares? I have totefuls of scrap yarn, so I started making granny squares. So I'm not going to show you every one because that would take forever, but I'll just give you an idea of the granny squares that I've got, just to show you some of the ones. There's no rhyme or reason, they're just scrappy granny squares. Actually, I really like that one. That one is one of my favorites. Granny squares galore. I actually think I have enough. I'm going to lay them out on my bed after I show them to you and see if I actually have enough to make a small throw or something. All different colors, just whatever I felt like putting together. No rhyme or reason. I think I have, I don't know. I have over 50. I'm not sure if that will be enough or not, but I'll lay them out of my bed and measure and see what that will give me. I'm going to use the continuous join as you go for the border to join them, and I think I'm going to use that color right up here. It's just an off-white. So that's my plan for those. The only other thing that I have to show you this week is my monthly minis came from Adam at Crafty Wool UK. He's got a monthly whatever you call it. You can order them every month. He was doing it on Etsy, and you had to go each month. You had to go back and remember to order them each month. But he's now got his own website, so you can do it on the website, and you'll automatically get them every month. So that's what I did. Anyway, this is, it's always cool because it comes vacuum sealed. So I'll just open it up and I'll show you what the April colors are. So we have, I'm always afraid of messing them up here, but okay. It's kind of looking light blue on there, but well, I guess it is light blue. I was thinking it was more greeny, but it's kind of hard to tell. So that's the one that I got. I think there's usually one solid color and then one variegated color. So this is the variegated one. It's got the blue from the other skein. I think you're going to get a visit from Charlie here in a second, because he's being a little nosy. Anyway, that's all my purchases, other than I did purchase the off-white color of yarn to go around my granny squares. They're from Michael's. It's just the loops and threads, their value yarn, whatever that's called. I purchased 4 skeins of that, and that's all I bought, so that's good. Oh, I forgot, here comes Charlie. Come on, Charlie. You can say, okay, you go back then. I forgot, with my minis, Adam always sends a little sticker, and this is the sticker this time. Yarn Wizard Things. That's cute. I haven't seen that one before. So that's it in the yarn department. As far as life happenings, last weekend I got to go to a concert for my granddaughter. She's in it's called an honor choir, and what they do is there's several students picked from every elementary school in Prince Edward Island, and they get together and join into this honor choir, and they gave their concert last Saturday, and they did a fantastic job. I really enjoyed it. I couldn't see her very well while she was singing because she was kind of off hiding in the corner. But anyway, they did a fantastic job. And one of my other granddaughters, she had to have her tonsils and adenoids out last week and tubes put in her ears. And she did fantastic. The very next day, she wouldn't even have known that there was anything wrong with her. But then, 2 days ago, I guess, they had to rush her back to the hospital because she was bleeding, and I guess she passed out. Anyway, they sent her back to the hospital, and by that time, the bleeding was done. Everything was fine. Apparently, you get a scab on your throat, and when the scab comes off, sometimes there's a little bleeding, and I guess she had a little more bleeding than normal, but it stopped, and everything's good. She's fine, no problems. Our dog, his name is Buddy. He loves to eat things that he shouldn't eat. And we've noticed now for a little while he's a yawner. He yawns all the time, and we've noticed that when he yawns, excuse me, now I'm yawning because I mentioned it, but when he yawns, we noticed that like a one side, like right where his jaws connect, it looked like it was a little bit swollen. And so we've been watching that for a little while, and it doesn't seem to bother him or anything, but every time we look, you'd look sometime and you'd say, I'm not sure if it's swollen or not. And then you'd look another time and say, yeah, it looks really swollen. But now today it looks like there's a little red dot in the middle of the swelling. So my husband thinks that maybe he got a piece of stick or something, a little like a splinter in there. So he has to go on Monday. We told him it wasn't an emergency because it doesn't seem to bother him at all. But he has to go on Monday and probably be sedated so they can see what's going on in his mouth. So it's awful hard to stop a dog like that from chewing things. I mean, he's outside, and when he's outside, he'll chew a leaf, he'll chew grass, he'll chew sticks, he'll chew anything. He doesn't care. Anyway, hopefully it's nothing too serious, and he'll be. Excuse me. Oh, see, when I talk about yawning, it makes me yawn. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, and everything will be good. No problem at all. Other than the bill. They wanted to know if we thought it was an emergency and he needed to be seen today. But if you want to be seen today, it'll be an extra $50 just so they can work you in. And we said no, it's not bothering him. He's not showing anything. If he didn't yawn, we wouldn't even know it was there. So pretty sure he can wait till Monday. My husband is he's really anxious to get things planted in the garden. I think he planted onions already, and potatoes, I think the little pieces are drying, and they need to dry for 3 or 4 days before you plant them. And everything that we planted in the house, excuse me, I'm yawning again. I apologize, but all it takes for me is to say that word, and it gets me going. We planted quite a few things in the house, and almost everything is up. Tomatoes, yeah, we have about 50 tomato plants that are up. They're all Roma tomatoes that I'm hoping to use to can tomatoes and tomato sauce, that kind of stuff. And lots of squash and peppers. And a couple weeks ago, my son bought a melon. It's called a canary melon. I've never heard of those, and I've never had one before, but he bought one for the kids and saved the seeds out of them. So I dried some of them and planted them. Excuse me again. Oh, I'm going to be known as Lori the Yawner. And a couple of those seeds came up, so I'm curious to plant them and see if they'll grow. And I also got a new kind of squash. The seeds were given to me by my hairdresser, actually. They're called Georgia candy squash, and apparently they're a pretty big squash, and they're supposed to be excellent for pumpkin pie. Like, it's supposed to be even better than pumpkin to make pumpkin pie with. So planted 6 of those seeds, and every one of them come up. So we should have lots of them too. Anyway, won't be long before we'll have to transplant all those into a little bit of a bigger pot because they're just in the little tiny seed starting pots right now. Other than that, let me see. I don't think there's anything else that's been going on at all. Yesterday was grocery shopping day, which I used to love and now I don't love anymore. Half the things you want, you can't find. They're on sale at one store. So you go to that store and they don't have it. And then you've already been to the other store, so you don't want to go back to the other store. So you end up either running store to store to store to store, or you just don't get what you want. It's annoying. Excuse me, yawning again. You'd think I didn't sleep, but I thought I slept really good last night. Anyway, that's all I've got for today's news, I think. I might start this afternoon joining up those granny squares. We'll see. Like I said, it's sunny out, but it's cold. It's too cold to actually go out and do any gardening or anything like that. So anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, whether it's cold or warm or hot or whatever it is, wherever you live. Just take care and God bless. And we'll see you again some other time. Bye for now.